We're retracing our steps from where we busted this new fandangle front diff lock. Well, we busted the front CV, so we're just going for a walk down the track, which you can see is not very rough at all. And at the end we tried to turn right. So let's go and have a look, because we're hoping to try and find the bits on the ground where it dropped its guts.
So you can see where the track went.
There we go. Almost found, that's probably where we stopped. Bits of grease. So this is the spot, and that's the corner we turned down. We were turning right.
Which corner?
And it all went crunch. Alright, well here we are at the Springs 4x4 place. And on our first day, our first reconnaissance drive, just checking out the tracks, our wonderful new front locker, four-wheel drive systems locker, has decided to load up both of our shafts in opposite directions as we're turning a corner. And we're looking like this wheel was very low and the right hand wheel was high as we're turning a right hand bend, and we heard crunch. And if you can see down in here, this shaft came out of that hole. So at the moment we're tying it up here out of the way with some zip ties, the good old zip ties, because we couldn't find any fencing wire, you see, so we had to use technology with a bit of zip ties. So my job now is, I believe I could probably get that back in that hole. So I'm going to undo this here, which requires a hammer, which is good. A lot of banging, and we'll try and put that back in that hole. Well, thanks to something John Buchanan told me once, he mentioned that when a CV comes apart, the shaft, you might be able to just drop this away and put it back together. Guess what, it worked. Look here. It's back in the hole. It's a little bit rough around the edges. Might make a little bit of noise as it goes around for a while, and there's not quite as much grease in it because there's some back there on the track. But I'll push that boot back over there and put a bit of fencing wire or something around that. We'll find something. Do that nut up. I was making sure not to stress that brake hose there. Oh, that forward drive again. Best to only use it in a straight line though, because there's something wrong here.